Neil and I were chatting about chutney for 20 minutes. And the young'uns, they're so sweet. They were pretending to be interested. And I could see the light had gone off behind the eyes.
The Graham Norton Radio Show
on Virgin Radio.
The lineup is Al Murray, who is our leading man, have to say, absolutely brilliant. He's playing two roles, one of which is King Charles II. It's all set around the time of King Charles II, so it's a new take on a restoration comedy, basically, is what it is. We've got Neil Morrissey, absolute diamond of a guy. Joe Thomas from In-Betweeners. We've got Carrie Hope Fletcher, the West End powerhouse legend that she is. And two fantastic newcomers, Adonis. Yes, he's called Adonis. He's amazing. Adonis Sadiq and Tanvi Verma also joining us. I mean, it's a bit of a whirlwind, I'm not going to lie, but it is very, very good fun, and there are a lot of laughs, I hope.
I love that some parents looked at a baby and got, no, we're calling that Adonis. That's what we're going to... It's a lot to live up to.
And he's got the most extraordinary moustache. All the guys are growing out their facial hair into extraordinary shapes because it's obviously Charles II's time. So there are wigs, there are enormous costumes. And as you say, I mean, Sean Foley is kind of the comedy director. He's really, really good. Keeping us on our toes, Graham, I'm not going to lie. It's quite nice to...
Tell me this. So I mean, obviously it's a comedy, but it is based on an actual historical event.
Yes, I had never heard of it. I'm not going to lie. I've forgotten one of the main people that I should have mentioned because it's all actually about him. Colonel Blood, who is a real character from history, actually pulled off a heist successfully and stole the Crown Jewels. And he's played brilliantly by Aidan McCardle, who's a superb actor. He's like the kind of proper actor in the bunch. Obviously Neil Morrissey as well, but he's the kind of rock which we're all slightly sort of clinging to, like comedy barnacles. He's very, very good indeed. They managed to pull off this incredible heist. They got into the tower. They sort of sweet talked their way in. They nicked a couple of pistols. And basically made off with the Crown Jewels. It's the only time, obviously, it's ever happened.
And who is Mel Giedroyc giving in this play?
Oh, my darling. Well, I'm doing two characters, which is always a joy.
Oh, Meryl.
The first is Mrs. Edwards. She doesn't have a first name. She's Mrs. Edwards, and she is the wife of the jewel, the keeper of the master of the keeper of the jewels, played by Al Murray. So that's very, very good fun. Quite earthy. All she wants to do is set up a gift shop and make loads of money out of the Crown Jewels. That's her kind of main raison d'etre, and she wants to see her daughter married off. So that's good fun. And then, oh my days, I've just had the costume fitting. I'm playing a French noblewoman who's part of the sort of diplomatic entourage at the court of King Charles II. The costume is outrageous. It's so good. You could literally house a family in it. It's so large and so ornate.
Yes,
so
I'm also thinking your French accent is going to be worth the price of admission alone.
I'm not holding back, Graham. You know me. You know me of old. There is talk about renting a house altogether.
Is that you talking about that?
You know me so well. There is talk about that, like those sort of YouTuber, the young'uns, those weird. Are they called trap houses? I want to call them trap houses.
I don't know what they're called. Your kids will know. Ask them. You're talking to a very elderly gentleman on Virgin Radio. We don't know.
But I'm imagining it could be a little bit like that, but with older people in it, in Cardiff. It's going to be
And
fun.
you're going to organize things, aren't you? I can sense that you're going to have things every day. You'll have things. Hey, I've booked us all a pottery experience and things like that.
Honestly, as we speak, I've been looking. Canterbury, what do we do? Do we go to the apple press place? Which day do we do the cathedral? All that sort of stuff is going to be going on. Absolutely. The culture vulture. Yes, absolutely. There will be trips, there will be tours.
Oh, Carrie Hope Fletcher is listening to this and blocking your number as we speak.
Literally. I sat with the young uns in the group and with Neil Morrissey. This is absolutely true. A couple of days ago, I think there were 5 of us, 2 oldies, 3 young uns. Neil and I were chatting about chutney for 20 minutes. And the young uns, they're so sweet. They were pretending to be interested. And I could see the light had gone off behind the eyes. We must be careful that we don't bore them too much.
Yeah. Poor Adonis.
I know.
He wasn't christened for this. Mel Giedroyc, the Crown Jewels. It kicks off in the West End on the 7th of July. It sounds brilliant, and you will be so brilliant in it. Yeah, I can see it now. How funny and good you're going to be in it.